Hey everyone, welcome back to CryptoCache. Thank you so much for joining me here. I hope you're having a phenomenal day. Let's take another look here at Solana. Let's see what's going on here. Wonderful, wonderful profits. I gotta say, there's some really good traders in our community here. Excellent job, FPS guy, for 166 all the way down to 150 even. That is a perfect exit because look at the charts here. It didn't go any lower than 150, and somehow you got that perfect 149.99. That's awesome. Anyways, congrats on that. That's really good news. I like to see that because majority of our community members took some solid profits here. If you do take a look at our premium group, we, as a group community here, we took 42% from Solana, and that's a 5x leverage trade, not 20x, but we try to take safe, effective trades to make sure that you don't get destroyed by the market. So again, BNB, AVAX, ICP, we've been shorting a lot of coins here recently. Really no longs open yet. I'm considering some longs this weekend, honestly, just some quick in and outs, hopefully, but we'll see how that works here first. So let's take a look at Solana and kind of see what's going on. Before we forget, hit the like button, folks. Help grow the channel and get this in front of more people who deserve it, and stop giving those moon boys so many views. Now, when we take a look here at 150, what is it? We can see right here, there's a small amount at 150, but if you kind of zoom in, you can see damn near all of the entire liquidation got swept. There are some late longs here at about 149, 148. I get it. Totally good. Well, no, sorry, not good, because those are high leverage longs. If the liquidation level is super close to price action, that means we got some 20 to 50 to 100x leverage trades. So get ready to start seeing online some of these guys are, guys and gals, whoever they are, they think that they're really awesome by taking a high leverage long at support. It makes sense. I totally get it. I'm right there with you. I kind of feel like taking a long. We'll see here soon if it's worthwhile. But this 0.618, 0.65 fib level at 146 to 148, it's a very desirable range. Okay, not just because of the fib levels, but also because we have a large point of control at that range. And we talked about this morning here with the amount of volume we have in the range of 130 to roughly 145, 150. So if you see here, look at this point of control down below. Anytime the price action gets into this range of 130 to 150, we'll just say 150. The price action has a tendency of, yes, we get some aggressive wicks down. It never surpasses this level, though. It always stays 130 or higher. Again, this is, I wouldn't say always, this is only since March, or just say April, if you will. But it's a very strong area that people feel is a good value. So in turn, that adds to the support, and in turn, it also helps support your decision to take a long, I would say now, versus taking a short. Again, shorting the bottom here may not be the best call, even though it seems juicy. I get it. I'm going to hold off on the shorting Solana at this level and potentially consider a long. Now, let's see if it's worthwhile, because again, there's going to be a lot of things here minus support that are going to be contrary to the consideration of taking a long, okay? So let's go ahead and see. Roll with me here. We can see we're under 50 on the RSI. Check number one, not a good long. We can see stochastic RSI nearing its bottom, kind of getting closer to a potential turnaround, but a lot of it's nearing its bottom because it can't go any further. All right, so it's massively overextended. Also, kind of a good sign generally when you see an overextension that plateaus on the stochastic RSI. Turnaround is inevitable. Okay, it may not be magnificent, but it will be something to probably a closer fib level is my speculation. Plus, coming into a weekend here being kind of a significant selling day, there might be some buying pressure this weekend. Or correction, there's less selling pressure this weekend than there is buying pressure, but nonetheless, I think that we're going to see a slight relief rally. Either way you look at it here, everything is fairly bearish. If we look at the moving averages too, we can see the 200-day SMA hanging out right there at 145. So that to me is a pretty strong sign. I wouldn't say that it equals the same amount of divergence that we're seeing everywhere else, but it does factor in nonetheless. And we do take a look at T-D sequential. We can see we're at day number 5 now of this downtrend we just started. We look at T-D sequential on the 4-hour time frame. We saw a significant correction here. We saw 1.9 on T-D sequential with a minor relief rally. Second 9 of T-D sequential that didn't give us a relief rally. We were hoping for a short in the range of 170, 175. If you remember from yesterday's video, that was the goal. And of course, that missed opportunity too. So we keep falling short on getting into our short entries. No pun intended there. But the reason why is because there's not any buying pressure. No one wants to buy. It's all going out. It's all outflow. So when that happens, there's not a lot of reasons to take a long. Now the reason why a consideration for a long for me would be present is just based on this fib level, that point of control, as well as of course that 200-day SMA on the daily. We look at this here though, the 4-hour time frame confirms we have a lot of bearish divergence, and that all of our moving averages are kind of up in this range with the 200 right here. This implies this 0.5 fib level is going to be the new resistance at 157.50. Okay, so if you're going to consist on a short, make it a tight short. Secure profits before the next key fib level, just to ensure you can walk away in the green. Okay, and there's nothing worse than taking a sweet trade and getting into the profit and then just leaving it all on the table and then turning around to lose money. Oof, it sucks. All right. Anyways, we're still under 30 on the RSI. Money flow index is under 20. So generally, this is, I wouldn't say it's a favorable sign to buy. By no stretch is that. But with us getting closer or back up above, just say hypothetically we get above this level at 30 on the RSI, you commonly see that as a good buying opportunity, or more importantly, a good consideration to sell your short or to close your short. Okay, so again, we're getting close to this overextended state, but by no means does it give us any indication outside of key level supports to take a long, right? So from a bigger picture, so to speak, well, there is still potential for further downside. But to me also, when you look at the macro point of control, this 0.618 fib level that's very commonly going to bounce or hold, at least the first attempt, which we're still yet to see, is a good consideration for a tight long. Again, I'm only talking about that and leaning more towards that because I get a lot of people asking, is this worth taking along right now? So the truth is, it kind of is, but in the right way. If you structure your trade effectively, yes. If you just blindly take along to $200 to $300, then definitely not, never, not even close. Anyways, just say hypothetically you take along from here, you could probably get in and get out with a nice little 4% trade at about 156.88, just below that key fib level. It is possible to secure some solid profits here, but all that being said, let's take a look at the hourly and confirm the Ichimoku cloud and just say, hey, this is not really the best parameters to consider taking along as well. So there's really nothing here on the charts minus the 0.618 fib level and golden pocket / point of control really telling us that we'll probably see a pivot or a bounce here soon. So just keep in mind Bitcoin is still pulling back, and until it stops, there's no other way around it. We're going to see further correction from Solana. The last thing we maybe want to take a quick look here at is the TPO for the day, or more so yesterday. Yesterday's point of control was 164. So hypothetically, again, that would be a solid consideration for a profit target, maybe a second target, because that's the area in which the bears controlled, and you could probably have a little bit more free reign leading into that, if that makes any sense. Again, points of control are helpful and just helping understand like temporary support and resistance levels based on volume. That's why we use them. Again, volume speaks very loud. Pun was intended for that when I just said that, and the reason why is just because it's an important thing to recognize. Most people don't really look at volume. They'll look, they'll strictly look at Elliott wave or strictly look at certain indicators that really just are limiting if you don't take other things in consideration. So me personally, again, this is just personal opinion. I think the more well-rounded approach is probably a little bit better, just because you get a bit more. You have a little bit more control in your swing trading versus just leaving it up to these major theories that may or may not play out eventually in all these invalidations that occur. Again, either way you look at it here, just be careful taking along if you're going to. I would maybe recommend at this point, wait for 149. Certainly looks like that's on the horizon with Bitcoin filling its CME gap here as we speak. Okay, so again, very much realistic further downside here at this point. All right, hope that makes sense. I described it correctly. Thanks again so much for watching. We'll look forward to seeing you in the next one. Have yourself a great rest of your day. Take care.